In December 1984, in the quiet city of Greeley, Colorado, 12-year-old Jonelle Matthews vanished without a trace from her home just days before Christmas. What started as a missing persons case would baffle investigators for decades, leaving her family in a state of anguish and an entire community searching for answers. 35 years later, a shocking discovery would turn this cold case upside down. This is the haunting disappearance of Jonelle Matthews. Jonelle Matthews was a lively and kind-hearted 12-year-old girl, adored by her family and friends. She loved to sing, play sports, and was involved in her school and church choir. On the night of December 20th, 1984, Jonelle performed in a Christmas concert at her school, a night that should have been filled with joy and holiday spirit. But tragically, that evening would be the last time Jonelle was seen alive. Police were baffled by Jonelle's disappearance. There were no signs of forced entry, no evidence of a struggle, and no immediate suspects. Investigators scoured the area, canvassing neighbors and retracing Jonelle's steps. But despite extensive searches and even help from the FBI, no substantial clues surfaced. The case quickly turned cold. For years, Jonelle's family lived in agony, wondering what had happened to their beloved daughter. The small town of Greeley was left with a haunting mystery. How could a 12-year-old girl disappear from her home, seemingly without a trace? For over 3 decades, Jonelle's case remained unsolved, with her family and the community clinging to hope but fearing the worst. Then, in July 2019, a shocking discovery changed everything. While excavating for a pipeline project in a rural area just 20 miles from Jonelle's home, workers uncovered human remains. In October 2020, a major break came in the case. A man named Steven Pankey was arrested and charged with Jonelle's murder. Pankey, who had lived in Greeley at the time of Jonelle's disappearance, had long been a person of interest, but had never been formally charged. Investigators now believe that Pankey had kidnapped Jonelle on the night of December 20th, 1984, and later killed her. In 2021, Steven Pankey went on trial for the murder of Jonelle Matthews. The prosecution presented evidence of Pankey's strange fixation on the case, his knowledge of undisclosed details, and his repeated unsolicited statements about Jonelle's disappearance. Despite the evidence, Pankey maintained his innocence, claiming he had no involvement in her death. For Jonelle's family, the discovery of her remains and the arrest of her alleged killer brought a mix of relief and sorrow. While they finally knew where Jonelle was, the pain of losing her never faded. Jonelle had been just 12 years old when her life was cruelly taken, and her family had spent years grappling with the uncertainty of her fate. Jonelle Matthews' disappearance was a mystery that lingered for decades, leaving a town searching for answers and a family waiting for justice. While the discovery of her remains and the arrest of Steven Pankey brought some closure, The full truth of what happened that night in 1984 may never be fully understood. What are your thoughts on the disappearance and tragic death of Jonelle Matthews? Why do you think Steven Pankey was so fixated on this case? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.